Hey guys, it's Sasha with Rice&Raw, and I just want to make a video update. I know it's been a really long time since I've made a video, and it's probably going to be really a long one just to catch you guys up with everything. So I have started my new job. It's a corporate job. I'm an accountant, I guess you would say. I work in an accounting firm, and it's really intensive. And I've been to New York City already. I'm going to Texas next week, or tomorrow for next week, and it's been amazing so far. It's definitely a change in my schedule because the past year I've been studying for the CPA exam. Chloe, come here. Come here. I've been studying for the CPA exam. Come up here. And I've just kind of made my own schedule. I've been blogging. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And now I have to be getting up at 6 in the morning. And, I'll work until, as long as they need me kind of deal. And I really only have been doing basic, easy stuff like training and orientation. And I can imagine this is going to get more and more demanding from this point. Oh. So I have been really exhausted, a lot less sleep than I'm used to, a lot less food as well. Traveling while working is very different than just traveling in general because I don't really have time just to sit there and eat enough food, especially in front of a lot of people during training. Yes, we do have, you're right. Yes, we do have time to eat, of course, and my company is amazing with dietary needs, but I wasn't able to email them in time to let them know that I'm vegan, but they did really help people out for vegetarianism and gluten-free, and they had their own meal, their own special plate that was prepared just for them, so they're really, really good with it. And, sorry, email. And I'm really excited to be working for them because they're such an amazing company. They really put so much effort into taking care of, sorry, as you can see I'm really disheveled. They really just take care of their clients, and their clients. See, I'm falling apart right now because I'm just trying to get prepared for tomorrow because I'm leaving Sunday, and I just got back the other day. So, and then when I got back, I had to take Clee to the vet. I don't know if you guys can see. I don't want to raise her tail, but we did have a bit of an accident when I was gone. Usually she's really timid and shy around Joe, and she'll hide whenever he comes in. So he was expecting that she wouldn't be around when he came in with the box of bananas, and he came in, and she just bolted out the door, and the only way he was able to stop her was by her tail. And we do live right on a really busy road, and she's not an outdoor cat, so he was just in a panic mode, and she and him are both completely traumatized by each other. He's so sad, and she's just really unsure of him right now, so they're gonna have to work on building their relationship again. They were just getting kind of close, and it was really cute. So this kind of set them back big time. And also, I think he was just so worried because my family had to put down our dog over the week too while I was training in New York City, and that was really hard for me. Yeah, you can see her tail doesn't really have a lot of fur on it right now. But I went to the vet and she's totally fine. They just gave her a steroid shot, and within a week she'll be back to normal. So yeah, but we had to put down my dog. This is really sad for me. We've had her for a very long time though. She's pretty old, and she did have a cancerous tumor on her leg, and by her age, we just thought that it wasn't right to amputate her leg and have her learn at such an old age to walk on 3 legs, and this could cause injuries down the road. And so we were just going to hope that it didn't progress too fast, and it kind of did. So she was ready. In the past few days, she was acting really strange, and I think it was time. This is probably really hard on my mom. She was really close with my mom. So Joe just didn't want me to lose 2 of my pets in 1 week. So I understand why he did that. I probably would have had to do that too. It's just too bad that she got injured. But yeah, he feels terrible. So what else? Yeah, okay, so orientation, training. Oh my gosh, it's been amazing. I've met so many great people, and it is just so crazy to see the difference between me today when I went into New York and I did my training, and then me 2 years ago when I went into New York and did training as an intern for this company. Back then, I was so shy, unsure of myself. I was embarrassed of myself. So I would never talk to anyone. I figured no one would want to bother talking to me. And I was dumb, and there's no way that I could do this job, and that it was a mistake that they hired me. I felt this way, and I just felt like I was really dumb because I'm surrounded by really smart people. I mean, these are some great people who catch on quickly, who are assertive and team leaders, and I just didn't even know what was going on. And flip side, 2 years later, right now, I am social. I'm asking questions. I'm not afraid to approach people. I'm not afraid to take the lead in a project. I can speak, public speaking, a little shaky still, but that's something I really want to work on. And I just had such a great time because I just really came out of my shell, and I really think that it is thanks to going to London and having my London meetup with you guys. Thank you for everyone who showed up yet again. I'm so appreciative of that. That is what helped me really get comfortable with socializing with a lot of people at once, and it made my first days at my company so much easier and so much more enjoyable. And I was staying in a hotel, and so were some other new hires, and so we hung out. And then coming back on the train, I sat next to this really cool girl, and we just started talking about our lives for like 3 hours to each other, and it wasn't like a dull moment. I completely enjoyed it, and the old me would have never have done that. I would have felt so awkward and would have just stopped talking. But I don't know, I'm just really enjoying socializing with other people, and I am an introvert, so it takes up all my energy. I love doing it though, but I need time to recharge, which is what I'm doing right now. So I do need to find the work-life blogging balance. That's tough. People have a tough time finding a work-life balance, so throwing blogging in there as well is really tough. So I really hope you guys understand that there is no way that I'll be able to get back to all of these questions. I get a lot of questions, especially like YouTube messages, which I'm never able to answer. It's so hard for me. And also, like, Instagram is probably the only way you guys can really ask me questions. Keep them short. And also, remember, I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a life coach, a doctor. I don't know about medical issues, all that kind of stuff. And never take my word for it or Freely's word for it. You really have to look it up yourself and experience for yourself. You can look around for information. From people on YouTube and that kind of thing. But always take it with a grain of salt. Always look it up yourself. Don't just depend on people on YouTube to tell you what to do. That's not what I did, and no one who is successful in this diet did just that. And I'm excited though because I'm going to be able to apply a lot of business, like successful practices into my real life, and I'll be able to share with you guys this, such as, for example, if you have a question, just like in an office environment, you're not just going to go ask the senior manager. You're not going to go ask the partner. That's disrespectful in a way. You're supposed to really look it up yourself, figure it out on your own, ask people around you, and then when you have a question that you would not be able to answer on your own, then you would go ask the senior manager or the partner. And the thing is that a lot of people ask me things you Google, like just basic Google questions, and then it's like I do that and then I answer you. It's a bit think a bit more, do a bit more research on your own. Don't expect like some girl who doesn't have a nutrition major to tell you about nutrition. I can't do that. All I can do is share my experience, my views, maybe what I've learned that works for me. And like I've said hundreds of times, you have to mold the ideas of 80-10-10 to your lifestyle. And if you're asking questions and you're doing this, and you're a couple months into doing this, and you haven't read the book 80-10-10, or you haven't read Freely's ebook, those are sources that you should be doing or looking into, as opposed to asking away. It is good to ask, but it's also good to find out on your own and educate yourself on your own time and not expect other people to take time out of their lives to educate you when you could have just done it yourself, you know, like just Google search it kind of thing. But at the same time, there are times when, of course, asking is a great thing. And yeah, so just want to talk about that. And another point about traveling for work, I had a really tough time eating as well as I usually do. This was because, like I said, it's hard to eat in the time frame. I did bring my blender along with me, and I made smoothies in the morning. I brought them there, and I brought, you know, bags of cherries and grapes. And my dad, he was so sweet, he went to New York City and dropped off a giant bag full of fruit at my hotel room. So when I came back, I had so much fruit. So he was awesome. Thank you, Dad, for doing that. And I did have enough food, and also I didn't eat enough food, though. That was the thing. And also my company is so amazing. When you are traveling, they give you an allowance. And I was able to get vegetable sushi. Really excited about that. That was really cool. So when you're traveling, you get this nice little cushion of money to buy some food. And I have a new laptop. I have a new iPhone coming in the mail. This is all from the company. And this is so exciting. Like, I have such a great opportunity, and I'm just so honored really to be working for this company. And I know that I'm capable now. I have enough self-assurance and confidence that I know that I'm going to be able to do this and do a good job at it too. So yeah, I just can't stop smiling about it when I think about it. Like, how did this happen? So everything in my life is kind of falling together, and at the same time, my life is changing because with great benefits also comes a lot of responsibility, a lot of time. I'm talking about 40 hours a week would be the absolute minimum. That's probably never going to happen. It's more like 50, 60 is going to be like a good week, and then 70, 80 plus is going to be, you know, relatively common. So I'm going to be really busy, and the last thing I'm going to do at the end of the day is to whip out my phone and answer basic questions that I've been answering for the past year, you know. So I do want to be here for you guys, and I do want to make YouTube videos still. I'll be mostly present on my iPhone, or on my, oh my gosh, see, on Instagram. That's easier for me just to post a nice cool picture of my food or what I'm doing or some exercise. So keep in touch with me there mainly, and I'm definitely going to still be on YouTube. Maybe, less videos, but I feel like more quality content in my videos. I want to almost focus more on confidence and self-building than dietary recommendations. I just don't feel like I am in a place where I could recommend, you must eat this way. I feel very uncomfortable with that. I've always felt uncomfortable with that. I'll give information for what I know is said on 80-10-10 or said on Raw Till 4 to do. As you guys know, I don't follow it by the book. I don't think you need to follow it by the book. If you want to, you can, but I just don't think it's necessary. It just makes life a lot harder sometimes. So, mostly I want to focus on confidence building. And the thing is that with weight loss, a lot of people, after they lose a lot of weight, they say, wow, it's not about the weight at all, is it? And no, it's really not about the weight. It's all about up here, changing your mindset, changing your relationship with food and with yourself. And that is what it's all about, enjoying your life to the fullest in that way. And a lot of people think it's just about the weight. And then I'll have people saying, oh, it's obviously just about the weight for you too, because you post like pictures of your body or something. Like, it's really not about the weight. It is about the mental journey and improving yourself to a point where you can take on a lot of stressful challenges and it not faze you. Like this past week, all 5 days, working well over 8 hours each day, socializing with so many people. So constantly my mind is going, and then coming back home and having to deal with my cat issue, having my poor Selma, pass away. Just so much going on, and then having to clean up my apartment after Joe left it because you know how guys are sometimes. So there's a lot that I handled in the past week, and I handled it with grace, and I handled it well. Stressful, but it didn't let it faze me. And like the first day, Oh yeah, the first day after training, I came back to the hotel room and I called my mom and I'm like, this is the same sadness as I felt 2 years ago when I was in training. But the thing is I felt great during training, but afterwards, when I got back to my apartment or hotel room and it was nothing else to do, like no one was there, and I felt like depressed, really. So I talked to my mom about that, and then, she reminded me, like, well, what have you been doing? So then I just was like, oh, and I started doing yoga and stretching, and I felt great. And then I went out, and socialized after that. So it really is still about finding those little things that help you through life. Like for me, I do love yoga and stretching, and then I do want to keep up with my weightlifting and my pole exercise, and you got to keep important things in your life that help you. So with my work, it's going to be like work, life, working out, then blog. So it's a lot to handle, and a lot of people, who are successful on YouTube and Instagram, they're either students or that is their job and they're not doing anything else, or they're working, like a basic hourly wage job, which doesn't take as much time up in your life and is not as draining. Like with my job, I'm going to be constantly checking the emails on my work phone. I'm not going to be constantly checking for questions on my regular phone. By the way, how awesome is this phone case? It came in the mail when I got back, and it is drawn by one of my friends on Instagram. I'm going to put the link below to where you guys can get it. It's actually super good quality. I didn't expect it to be this good quality, and I love how it's smooth because my last phone cover was kind of bumpy and textured, and this is just really smooth, great quality, and I can tell it's going to last for a very long time. And she drew it just with colored pencils. So I'm very excited, and I ordered a bikini in the same print. So she has lots of other prints, but this is the one that I requested that she drew. I'm like, can you draw like tons of fruit? So I'm really excited. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is a very long video, but I guess I haven't updated in a while. What else? So yeah, back to the food thing. It is a challenge. I know that with some routine in my life, I'll be able to figure it out. So I have been a lot more low energy, and then of course I'm kind of like draining my energy levels as well by socializing and being as engaged as much as I am. And then yeah, so it's tough, but it's something I've wanted to do ever since I was in high school. I was in an accounting course, and in the textbook there is a list of accounting firms, and I was like, that is the firm I want to work with. That is the company. And lo and behold, I'm working for them. So it's just amazing to see, even after a long period of time, things can happen for you. Things that you've wanted for so long will happen. It's just a matter of what you're doing to lead up to that point. If I wasn't proactive and I didn't go out and ask for accounting internships with local accounting firms, if I didn't help start a local business, a fraternity chapter in my college, all these things, if I didn't proactively go do that, I probably wouldn't be in this point now. And the same thing, my YouTube, I felt like I wanted to make a YouTube channel, and if I wasn't proactive with that, I wouldn't be here talking with you, all you guys. Like, I have over 14,000 followers. That's insane. I have well over 500,000 views, which is like kind of terrifying me. And of course, I'm always like, why does anyone bother watching me? I wouldn't want to watch me. I hate watching my videos. I like hate it. But then that reminds me that maybe there is something to it, and that does help my confidence, to be honest. And speaking to the camera, being more comfortable has helped me just be more comfortable with other people. And public speaking, I am more comfortable than I used to be. Like I said, I shake a bit, but I'm not like stuttering and dying up there in front of the class kind of deal. So it's really all about being proactive, just going after things, and apply some effort. Things aren't just going to fall into your lap. And hey, if you want to live in a little hut by a stream and bathe in the stream and have an extremely low carbon footprint and live off of the land of your own garden, then that's great, and go do that. You can be perfectly happy doing that. But at the same time, I really do believe in higher education, because at least, you have that reassurance. And if you want to, say, open up a vegan cafe or a vegan restaurant, you don't just go into it. You're probably not going to be successful, to be completely honest with you. You have to have a business background with finance, accounting, marketing. That's so important, just to understand things. And especially with restaurants, I mean, a restaurant will go down the hill so quickly, even, with any kind of misorder with food, wrong food quantities to what you're selling, food spoilage. I mean, you can really mess it up. So it's not as easy as it looks. There's a lot more intricate moving parts to a business. So if you want to be helping spread the vegan message in a way, I still feel like higher education is important. It's going to get your foot in the door with other companies. And for me, I see this still as helping spread the vegan word, because vegans kind of sometimes just cluster together, which is totally fine. But then some people are like, oh, I don't want to talk to meat eaters. And no, they're still people. And the thing is that you don't like when they are like, oh, you shouldn't be in that. And like, do you think they would like that as well? You have to exercise compassion and empathy. And the thing is, if I get to go into a corporate setting and inspire people to eat more fruit and more smoothies, and they think it's awesome, then great, and they'll ask. And of course, they'll have to know that I'm vegan eventually. And that might rub off on some people, and it might not. And that's fine. And I'm not going to talk your ear off about it. If you ask questions, I will answer. But, I'm not going to be like, oh, well, you shouldn't eat that steak. And I'm just going to just be there, do my thing, keep doing the best I can be. And if people want to know how I'm doing it, I'll let them know. That sort of thing. So I think it is important to let people feel comfortable around you, even if they are eating meat. It's not that is morally okay, but in a way, it's a way to let them feel closer to you, to maybe listen to your ideas and thoughts down the road about it. You got to let them feel comfortable. And I know a lot of people are like, almost apologize. Oh, do you mind if I eat meat in front of you? Or, oh, well, I eat a lot of vegetarian food. I really like vegetarian food. It's like, you don't need to explain yourself to me. Like, you're on your own food journey. I would much rather everyone be vegan, and I feel everyone should be, but I'm not going to like force that down your throat. You're still a human being, you're still a person. And hey, when I was not in a place to hear about veganism, I didn't want to hear about it. I thought it was bullshit, and I thought it was completely silly. And, so long video. And, I'm just excited to be home, at least even for 2 days. Leaving tomorrow, and that's going to be exciting. I'm so excited for Texas. That's really exciting. And again, my company is so great with vegan options, so I'm sure I'll be Instagramming a lot of fun vegan pictures. And so I hope you guys are doing well and having a happy, healthy day. And I will hopefully make a video not too far into the future, but I do want to make a collab video with Izzy the Fruit Bat, and I also want to make a collab video with Kasha Eats Fruit, so hopefully those will be coming up probably more in a couple months, because it's so hard to just fit everything into your schedule, but I definitely want to work on those. So I will see you guys later. Bye.